Welcome back, students. This is again the lesson number 6, changes around us. This is the part 3, and in this topic we will discuss about more what is expansion and what is contraction. In the previous video we observed about the changes that are reversible and irreversible in a day-to-day life. I think you have observed all these changes. Now let us see what is the reason of expansion and what is contraction. What actually this means? When any object is heated, if I am going to heat any object, do you know what is being observed over there? What changes are there? That it increases in size, it expands. Anything or any substance, any material to whom you are giving a heat, if that material is heated, it will start expanding. It will increase in size when it gets a heat. Okay, and that is known as a expansion. In return to it, the decrease in the size of an object. When the decrease in size? In the process cooling. In the cooling process, there is a decrease in the size on the cooling, and that is known as a contraction. Here, to this contradiction, I can just tell you how it is. Liquid, water is in a liquid state. You all know what are the distribution of water molecules. They are little bit apart from each other. But in solids, they are closely packed, compact. The molecules are closely packed. Okay. So, in the cold stage, they are decreased size, and when they are heated, their expansion is there. So, expansion occurs on heating, whereas the contraction, it occurs by cooling. So, expansion, that is on heating, is a reversible change. This is in contradiction to solid, liquid and gas, the three states of matter that we are discussing about right now, that the changes around us, how it comes into being. The scenario, the behind this, there are three states of matter. Now let us discuss the contraction in the solids. In case of solids, how the contraction occurs. Contraction, even you observed over here, the tap water running on the glass. If you hold a hot glass, if you can just perform this experiment, if sometimes accidentally it happens to us, the hot glass that we have holded or tumbler, if you put that hot glass suddenly in the cold water, what will happen? The cracks comes on that glass. Why so? Because the outer surface of glass that comes in the direct contact with the cold water. The tumbler was hot, the water was cold, in outer surface that was hot already, that comes in contact with the cold water, and there this change abruptly, the rapid change in the state that leads to the crack in the tumbler. This is what contraction in the solids occur. In case of liquid, you observe that water expands on heating. When we heat water, its molecules start moving randomly here and there. That means the expansion is there. Okay. And then what will happen, do you know? If it is allowed to cool down at same time, sometimes your mother also suggesting you not to put the hot milk suddenly in the refrigerator. Why? Because the sudden change in the contraction and relaxation, what is the? That will cool down, that will allow to cool down and then pour back into the glass, then you will see that what it still overflow, that this is because of the contraction. It will start flowing till then, that is due to contraction. Third one is the contraction in the gas phase. When you inflated the balloon that is tied at the mouth it is tied and placed in the ice cold. If you place this inflated balloon in the ice cold water, what will happen? The balloon will shrink in the size. Why? Because the cooling leads to contraction, and the air that is being filled in the balloon, that is a hot. Okay. Now here what we are doing? We are changing the temperature. That means the air which was hot earlier, it leads to expansion of the balloon, and as we put that into the cold water, that air which is at high temperature, which is hot, suddenly change in the temperature, there will contraction is there. That means the balloon will contract on cooling. This is how what the change occurs in three states. Now, talking about the expansion, this was the contraction in the 3 states. Now, expansion, how these occurs. Expansion in the solids. If you have observed the railway tracks, there are always the gaps are kept in between. Do you know why? Because in summers that is hot weather, that leads to expansion. Okay, the molecules get expand. The molecules of the railway track, that is a metal, it expand. But during the winter season, these railway tracks, these metal strips of the railway tracks, that will contract due to the winter season. That time the cold temperature is there. Okay, so the railway tracks consist of 2 parallel metal rails that are joined together over here. Small gap called the expansion gap, that deliberately it is left in between. What is the reason? Because there is an expansion of railways in the hot weather. So, expansion gap in the railway gaps is kept. If they are no expansion gap is kept in railway track, then during the summer season they will expand more, and there is the chances of the dislocation in the railway tracks. This is the reason to keep the gaps in the railway tracks. Next is the expansion in liquid, then water that expands on heating. Now try this with the help of adult. You have to take a glass, fill it with the water to its brim. Brim means to the top. To the top, to the brim, you have to just, up to the brim, you have to just fill this tumbler with the water, and that should be hot, and pour the water into a container and heat it. Now what you have to do? You have to heat it. Don't boil. You are not to proceed to the boiling. You have to just only to warm it. Now try to pour the water back into the same glass. The water overflows. If you are going to put that same water into the same glass after heating, now the water will start overflowing. You will think that same water is poured in the same glass, but why it is overflowing? The reason is now the water is being heated and now the molecules are expanded. So, its increase in the volume is there. That is why it is overflowing. Third is the expansion in gas. If we take inflated balloon, in the sun for some time you just keep it. What will happen? You have taken the inflated balloon and you keep it in the sun. You all have to do this experiment. Just try it at once. Inflate the balloon, keep it in the sun. It will grow in size as the air inside it expands. When the balloon is kept in the sun, you have inflated it, but it will increase in size. Why so? Because the air within it start expanding as it get exposed to the sun's heat. So, on taking into heat from the surrounding, it expands. So, this is what the contraction and the expansion. Irreversible changes. What do you mean by irreversible change? Yes, exactly, the change which cannot be reversed. Reversible, this is a permanent change and that cannot be done. Say baking a cake, you can't reverse the change, you can't get all the ingredients back. Or frying an egg, you can't get an original egg again. Then making a cement and mixing anything else, that ashes and paper, on burning a paper, we get ashes and smoke. So, it cannot be reversed. Irreversible change, these are the chemical changes, chemical sort of changes there. Okay, that is why irreversible. They start with the material and end with one or more than one. We start with one material, but we get one more than one. Say, if we burn the paper, we get the ashes and the smoke. This means we use one, but we get two. The new material is completely different from the original one. The paper was the original one, but the new thing, we get ashes and the smoke. They are totally different. And the new material, that is useful sometimes and sometimes it is not useful. Say for example, when we are making a curd from the milk, that is a useful one. But sometimes it happens like if we have made the tea leaves, that is some changes there. Okay, the tea that is useful for you, but the tea leaves that are not useful to you. Sometimes microorganisms such as bacteria and the yeast that are used to create a irreversible change, as in case of some ice creams or in baking a bread, some sort of things. So, these are some useful. Reversible change, that change that is temporary, it can be reversed again. That is in case of you can say the chocolate when it is heated and cooling, again the same chocolate is there. Okay, here heating and cooling, that is the juice. If you cool it, you get the ice cream. When you just leave it as temperature, you get the juice. So these are the these are reversible changes. Boiling, evaporation, condensation, these are the changes that change into the liquid, gas into liquid form. So what happens here? Water when heated processes evaporation, we get the water vapors, and water vapors when they are cooled, that process is known as condensation and we get the water. Dissolving, when we mix a salt with water, the salt disappears. Why? Because it dissolves in the water to make the salty water. Okay. Now, but the salt that can be recovered from the salty water, can you recover the salt from the salty water which is mixed by us? Yes, we can. The process is, yes, exactly, evaporation, and water we can also get. Another one, the process is condensation. So reversible changes are basically physical change and irreversible changes are chemical changes. So what the parameters or what the important points of reversible change are? Physical change, these are the change, the way the substance looks like or feels. That means a reversible change can change the way the substance looks like, its physical appearance. The physical appearance just like the chocolate, melted chocolate and the solid form of the chocolate. And there can be a change back to its original appearance again. But change may affect its size, shape, form, but a new substance is not formed in reversible, but in irreversible new substance was formed. So this is what about the reversible changes. And this change, the reversible change of expansion, that we will deal in the next video. This is the topic that you just understand what is the contraction and expansion in these three different states, what is irreversible change and what is reversible change. Thank you, and we'll meet you soon in the next video. Stay tuned with us.